Hello everybody, welcome to BuildFlyGo. So last time we did a workshop 360 tour, so let's do the equivalent Hangar 360 cam tour. Make sure to move the camera around, otherwise it's going to be really boring. You're going to see maybe the top of my head through most of it. Just drag the mouse or move your phone around and you'll see like all the way around. So here we are, here's our little hangar at the Madison airport with 9mm Victor sitting in it. As usual, excuse the mess. That's not my strong suit. But let's just do a quick tour. So this side is usually my... Wow, this is particularly messy. I promise it's a little better usually. This is the sort of general maintenance side, right? So I have oil, a lot of oil, filters, cleaning supplies, waste oil, just general stuff that I will use in my day-to-day, flying an airplane, right? Cleaning and oil change and, things like that. Cover on the top, 2 covers, stuff like that. We do live in Wisconsin, so snowblower is a necessity, unfortunately. We do have to clean out the path at the front of the hangar every so often. Here you go, you see a couple of different cameras that we have set up for our internal, sort of our hangar association kind of thing. We've got a site with all the cameras for the airport and for all the hangars that people that are, I guess, part of the group can see airplanes and things like that. But anyway, here's the plane. You'll notice that there's a new mount set up, #FlightFlix. Thank you, FlightFlix. So we're going to start doing, trying out some 360 videos, and we're using their mounts for this. We set this up specifically for this airplane with the right screws and the right lengths and all that kind of stuff, so you'll probably see a couple of videos on that coming up. There's the airplane, again, in Wisconsin, so even though this hangar is heated, you can see the humongous heater over there, I still have an engine heat set up for the airplane. So my rule of thumb is, if the CHTs, when I power up the avionics, if the CHTs are below 40 degrees, I don't start. That's very, very conservative, right? Take a look at the Lycoming and Continental or whatever brand your engine is, their cold start manual. There's usually a document. I'm pretty sure Continental and Lycoming put out a document on that. And I think their numbers are actually much lower. I'm just really conservative about that, and it's easy for me to keep my my engine warm, right? The hangar is always at 50 degrees, unless it's not winter. It's always at 50 degrees, and then I have the engine heat is on a timer. You can look, not on a timer, on a remote switch, so I can use an app on my phone when I'm heading to the airport to turn on that switch. And it brings it up to, 80 plus degrees in no time at all, so we get that going. I do have the battery plugged in right now because I'm just doing an update, and honestly I have no issues leaving. If I'm going to plug the engine heat, I might as well plug the battery in as well and let it sort of trickle charge itself. Table full of junk. I was installing the engine mounts and things like that. Usual lawn chairs, fridge. You can see there's a lot of adult beverages sitting around. We tend to have a lot of hangar events with our, local hangar community. And back here is sort of the work area. You'll notice I have the wingtips for the RV-10 are here, because I went to grab those in Indiana. Thank you. These are the original wingtips for the 10 that I have. This one is actually the one that's in good shape, and it's still pretty crushed. As you guys know, I bought the RV-10 wing kit as a pre-owned kit. And something had to be replaced, and the wingtips were one of those. Those wingtips are, unfortunately, mostly junk. So yeah, electrical stuff is over here, spare tires. I always have a set of pretty much any consumable thing. I have a set of them in the hangar, right? So I have spare tires, nose wheel and mains, etc., etc. The big fan, very handy in the summers. I do have a replacement starter. Oddly enough, my starter this past annual we discovered was busted. It was a known issue, and I just called SkyTech, and they just mailed me a replacement, which was awesome. Thank you, SkyTech. Appreciate that. And they'll do that for anybody. So if you have this particular failure in your starter, They will happily replace it. COM on a charger. I will usually just grab that on my way out. That way it's always charged. Get one of these from Cleveland. I love this worksheet. It has, torque values, sizes, like all sorts of stuff. Very cool. They'll mail you one of those. Next time you buy something from Cleveland, just ask them to put one of those in the package. Everybody asks me about this. Here is my mount up close. The camera mount on the vertical stabilizer, you'll notice I have nut plates holding on this tip, and then a FlightFlix mount over here that just holds it in place. There is USB power for it, and all the way down here there's a USB charger. So there's always power over there. As you may know, I complain a lot about these cameras having basically no power, no charge at all, right? They don't last, unfortunately. And just coming back around, here we are. Nothing too special. It's a great little hanger. It works for us really, really well. And we hope that when the RV10 comes around and is ready for a hanger, that it'll be next door. Hopefully. We'll see if there's any availability. It's really tough to get availability in the area. But yeah. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us in our RV adventures. Have a great day.